In this corner, we have a 50 millimeter 1.8. Great lens for the Z mount. In this corner, the AI 50 millimeter. This thing's from 1980. I think we bought it in 81. And always remember to rock and roll, right? Yeah. What's good, guys? This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. It's good to be back in town. Was in Vegas for a few days, WPPI photography convention. Posted a series of videos. If you haven't checked that out, click the link above to start watching part 1. It's a 4-part series. The expo was an amazing photo show. I was a little bummed Nikon wasn't there, but you know what? Back reunited with my Nikon. So in this video, we're gonna be comparing new modern lens to old vintage lens. Lens manufactured about a year ago, the 50 millimeter Z 1.8S, and a 50 millimeter AI lens from the 1980s. This lens has been with me for over 4 decades. It's a manual focus lens. It's an AI version. And this is, this is a mirrorless lens, 50 millimeter Z 1.8. That's a modern, brand new lens. So old lens, new lens. We're gonna do sample images, mount them on a Z6 camera, and see what results I get. I'll bring you the results. We're gonna compare them side by side. You ready? Let's rock and roll. 1981. I checked the serial number on the lens. It's dated from that time period, so how I can tell it's an AI? A really easy way. See this little black dot hole thingy here? That's how you can tell it's an AI lens, not an AIS. Another way you can tell is by the serial number. You just log into photosynthesis, Google photosynthesis, Nikon serial numbers. Brings you up to a website, and you can pretty much tell what era, if it's an AI or an AIS lens. This happens to be an AI. And by the way, I did do a video on that photosynthesis website. So again, I'll post the link above. So let's start. Let's take some pictures and video clips with both lenses. One thing, guys, look at the difference in size of both lenses. They're both 50 millimeters, but look at the size. Look at the length of the Z lens versus the AI lens. It's almost 1/3 the size. Now, if you mount the F2Z adapter, which we're gonna need it to do these tests, it's still shorter than the Z lens. The observation from the rear of the lenses, there's a lot more glass, it looks like, on the AI lens. And keep in mind, the 50 is a 1.8 and the AI is a 1.4. And my observations, front element, I like the way the AI looks. It just looks like it's a little more impressive when you look at it. The front element, again, it's a smaller body, but front element just looks beefier and nicer, more glass. Well, cosmetically, who cares, right, guys? Let's see what these two lenses can do. Mounted on the same camera, same settings.
It's somewhat of a challenge doing these experiments with these lenses. You have to be as accurate as possible. Now, it's not 100%, but when you're doing the same shots, you want to stand at the same location. Now, the first couple of examples, the AI lens is a 1.4. It's not fair if the Z lens is a 1.8. So this first couple of examples, I shot it at f2. For some reason, when using an AI lens FTZ adapter, you cannot use Ibis on a Z6 camera. You can use electronic VR, but that crops the image. It doesn't use the full sensor. So for still photography shots, I turned VR off on the Z lens. So let's get the party started with this first sample image. I scaled it 300% so you could see both lenses in detail. And in this next shot, this Ferrari, gorgeous car, shot at f8 with the Z lens. Look at the detail with the AI lens, a 40-year-old lens. Now let's scale it up 300% to the headlight. Give me your observations because I'm really torn right now. Side by side, they both look great, really identical. I shot this image at f2.8 with the AI lens. Just look at that detail on the door lock there. Doing video with both lenses here, as you could see, the AI lens, no VR, no Ibis. However, look how good that Ibis is on the Z6. The AI lens, it's holding its own. It's got a lot of detail and I like the colors. The colors are a bit on the cooler side versus the Z glass. However, you know that the Z glass has a reputation of being sharp. But look at that lens, it's holding its own. And to be honest with you guys, I prefer the contrast of the AI lens. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I like the quality I'm seeing from this glass. All right, who likes dogs? I'm more of a dog person. His name is Milo, awesome dog. Anyway, guys, your grandfather has old lenses. He used them with a 35mm film camera back in the day. You're thinking of selling it, garage sale, or just throwing them out. And you're a new generation photographer. I mean, you might think twice about that. You might think twice. You might get good results with your mirrorless camera with the right adapter. Getting good with manual focus will just improve your skills overall as a photographer.
And one more thing I want to add, when I mount the AI lens with an FTZ adapter on a Nikon Z6 doing 4K video, peaking works.
Yes, peaking is a perfect feature on these cameras to nail manual focus each and every time. This is an angle of view just to see the size with the FTZ adapter on and comparing it to the Z lens. Again, the FTZ adapter is on the AI lens, and without that FTZ adapter, this is what it looks like 1/3 the size. Both lenses are gorgeous from the front, as you see the glass. Here is a side angle again, so you can see the height of both lenses without that FTZ adapter. Now, if you were wondering what it's comparable to in size, here's an iPhone XS Max. And ladies and gentlemen, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at a gazillion pounds, the almighty 200 f2 VR2 from Nikon. Look at the difference in size. I just brought it out so you could just see the size difference. Doing video clips here. And by the way, how do you like my announcer voice? Maybe I should change professions. Let me know in the comments below what you see. Some of the sample video clips or images that I've taken, the Z lens runs away with it. However, I look at the AI lens, I look at the contrast, the colors, the solid image. Here the Z lens is doing a great job, but the AI lens is there, it's solid, it's a solid image. I love the colors. Here scaled in 300% to the Nikon badge. Both lenses doing a stellar job. And here you can see the background blur of both lenses shot at f2. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below what you see. So let's bring in some other types of subjects here with the chrome top of the perfume. I'm going to zoom into this and I want you to see how each lens does with that chrome being shot. I focused in right on the chrome tip of this perfume bottle. Now let's bring it in 320% scaled in so we could see what each lens does with reflective surfaces. And again, I set my focus right on the chrome part of this perfume. Now take a look at the bokeh here with the Z lens. Look at the circular part on top. Now look at the AI lens. It's not as smooth and circular. You could see the diaphragm blades, actually the shape of them on the AI lens in the back of the bokeh. Both lenses shot at f2.8. And finally zoomed into the perfume bottle's text so you could see which one's sharper, which one's clearer. Let me know in the comment section. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, battle of the 50mm lenses from yesterday and today. If you like videos like this and you want more, please like and subscribe to Vahagraphy. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload new videos, guys. And if you have Instagram, go ahead and follow me at Vahagraphy. I'll appreciate it very much. All right, everyone. This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer, and we'll see you on the next video. Rock and roll.